You know how it is when you have history with someone, they can really get under your skin. Is there anything we can do? Question mark. I feel we should be doing something to help out. I have an idea the two of us can hang out within his earshot. And what, just talk? Question mark. Yeah, normal conversation, I'm sure we can manage one of those. Actually, I'd like that. Alright, let's go give Captain America an object lesson. If the two of us can work through our thing, he can definitely work through his. Robbie Reyes, hey Tony Stark, can we get Agatha an account on Superlink? I have a backlog of dank memes I need to send her. Robbie, that's not really possible. Oh, come on, it'd mean a lot. I suppose a memorial account wouldn't be too much trouble. Yeah, meme or real. I'm sure she'll see them in spirit. Ha, good one, Tony. Okay then. I've much to say about Wolverine's Crash Morgan book. You, question mark. On our next free night, I can meet you outside your room. Go for it. You're good for the Midnight Suns, Hunter. They know it too. The past has been on my mind. I wouldn't mind talking it out. Want to join me? Question mark.
Welcome to my barracks, as I like to call it.
Reminds you of your war days, huh?
The smell is the same. Old socks, anticipation, and sometimes fear. I was just a kid when I joined the army. I never thought my war days would come to an end.
If you could, would you have made a different choice?
There are plenty of decisions I wish I could change, but not that one. I can't imagine not enlisting against the Nazis. I'm not one to sit on the sidelines when evil's knocking down our door. As much as I hate to say it, maybe war is our destiny. We're both soldiers who've been plucked from our timelines and thrown into it over and over again. Maybe this is what we're supposed to be doing. Fighting an endless war.
I have never imagined myself outside of our endless fight. It is my purpose. It brings me meaning. I cannot walk away from it until it is done. Even if it never will be.
I think every time we talk, I find something new to admire about you, Hunter.
You are never going to stop saving the world, are you?
No, and neither are you. You're about the closest thing I have here to a co-captain. We might not be able to end all wars, but if you keep walking the walk, we'll be able to end this one.
Hunter, if you're awake, come to Central. I need to show you something.
They put her in shackles and dragged her to the courthouse. Sure, they were going to take the torch to her, or the noose.
But Agatha's not the kind of witch that would let herself burn.
No, she's not.
How did she get out of being another victim of the wild imaginations of superstitious villagers?
She stood obstinately, brows furrowed, and declared, "Who do you think you are to accuse Agatha Harkness of being a witch?"
She denied being a witch?
Sarah's giving you the polite version. Agatha wasn't stingy with the profanity. I think she even made the judge cry.
So she, cursed her way out of it?
More like hexed. When she left the courthouse that day, I believe most of the local magistrates were toads.
I'm pretty sure they were always toads. As I remember it, the charges were dropped against her because she had one hell of a good lawyer. Threatened to sue him if they dared to put another witch on trial.
And they never did.
Last night was a real soul trip.
There's a weird...
Legendary Blade.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself. Don't forget to write. Maybe it's the shock of rare positive vibes.
I still say we should have built a firing range first. Ready for more?
Let's see if you're as good as they say.
Practice makes... See you around.
Okay. Ilyana, Rasputin, Hunter, I don't like change, and you have changed the Midnight Suns, but even I can see it for the better. The Abbey is too much right now. You should join me for some peace and quiet.
Where are we going?
We're just hanging out. You know, for fun.
Wait, you know how to have fun, Ilyana? I would have never have guessed.
I know how to have fun. I'm a fun person. Back in Limbo, I invented hide or torture. Fun game. Ask anyone who survives.
Oh, is that what we are playing?
No. I just wanted to get some air with someone who understands me.
You think I understand you?
Maybe I don't think you totally suck, okay?
You do not?
But before you use the F word, there are some very important ground rules. No braiding each other's hair. Actually, no touching each other's hair. No sharing food, and if you're thinking about nicknames, don't. Clear?
Reasonable rules, and I accept. I'll make sure to never go near your hair, Illy.
What was that?
Or do you prefer Ilyanushka?
Ugh, you're impossible.
Out of curiosity, what did I do to earn this new place in your social hierarchy?
Why do you have to be so annoying about it? You know how to be bad, but in a good way. I like that.
You too, Ilyana. So, it is settled. We are friends.
There you go with that F word again. Don't ruin it, Hunter.
I will use another word then. Flattered. Because that is what I am.
Fair enough. Ooh, Red Captain America.
What's the latest intel? We'll cut through that encryption in no time. Just more evil junk. Don't... We're ready to make a move. As soon as you wish. I'm here if you need me. I spent some time decrypting the data drive Crossbones gave to Cap.
I hope it gave us good information on Hydra.
He gave us good intelligence, all right. But it's not about Hydra. It's about us. Take a look. He had files on all of us. Cap, me, Stark, Blade, Magic, Nico, everyone. Strengths, weaknesses. Mostly weaknesses.
We can use this information to fix our deficiencies. Whatever he viewed as a weakness, we can make into a strength.
I like the way you think. Now I just need to convince Cap that distributing these files to the team is a good idea. This isn't even all of it. There's a whole other section, but I can't access it.
More encryption.
Multiple layers of it. I could probably get it, but it'll take me a while. Cap could make this go a lot quicker.
Where is he? I am surprised he is not going over these files with you.
He was with me when we first unlocked the drive. He was already agitated from Crossbones' death, but I think seeing what he had on us really set him off. He excused himself in a hurry. Now I need him back.
I will find him and convince him to come back. You do not have to worry about that.
I have no doubt you can be most persuasive when you want to be, Hunter.
Was there anything about me on that drive?
Strangely, no. Not a word.
Odd.
I'll keep trying to break this code while you find Cap.
Steve, Carol needs your help decrypting Crossbones' files.
It figures she'd send you. Did she tell you I want nothing to do with it? Because I still don't.
Those files he had on the team are disturbing. If you need to take a moment...
That's not why I left. It was something Crossbones said. The old man. He was talking about my greatest enemy.
Who?
The Red Skull commanded Hydra during the war. Obsessed with the occult.
You think the Red Skull has something to do with those files?
I'm certain. One file is called Project Gutmorder. A classic name for a Red Skull terror weapon. Rumlow wanted me to use the tools of my oldest enemy to defeat the newest. I won't give him the satisfaction.
You are looking at this the wrong way.
How do you think I should see it?
Crossbones made a point of drawing you to him. Then he found a way to get close to you. In the end, he turned on Lilith. He gave those files to the only person he could trust to put them to good use.
That's an interesting theory, but I won't give Rumlow the benefit of the doubt.
That is not your call to make. You helped put me in charge. Now trust me to do my job.
Well, I guess you have been paying attention. The enemy of my enemy is my friend, huh? I'll talk to Carol and do what I can. Thanks for helping me work through this, Hunter.
Of course.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Carol Danvers studies Charlie with a wary eye, so your pet hellspawn, there's no chance she could snap, right? Question mark. Wake up and go all demon dog on us.
Thanks, Hunter.
Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
Shouldn't take long.
Get to the trucks and grab those artifacts before they roll out.
Consider it done.
Watch and learn.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Cannot possibly match your strength.
It's about time. Here we go. Here, this should help. Looks like they want to try a few more.
Do I look like I'm running?
The light will carry you onward.
Appreciate it. Take this.
I like it.
The artifacts are secure, but what if you teach Hydra a lesson while you're there?
Take advantage while they focus on me. They're still set on me.
Here to help. Still on my case here? You really got a one-track mind.
Looks like it's up to you. must be stronger than it looks. Otherwise, you're in trouble.
For your blood.
Ouch. Help? Next time I won't go easy. Don't make the same mistake twice. Maybe you should call a few more.
No point in holding out now.
This shall be of great help.
Here we go!
This shouldn't take too long. I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you.
You get to take a nap.
Need to restore our strength.
I will make this quick.
She's secretly a badass.
Ooh, dibs on the biggest Hydra goon. I'm on it. Nice. Let's do this. This one's for you. I'm going for it. I bet Lilith isn't going to like this. Play dead! Oh, this should be good. You must be pretty brave. I know I wouldn't want to fight us. Take that!
There's still time for you to run away.
It's up to me.
I am impressed. You have earned this. You were too weak for this fight.
I'd say that was a very successful outing. Good work.
I'll take it.
Hey, boss. Could use some help. Shop class is supposed to meet tonight.
So just the two of us?
Actually, when I asked Parker, he mentioned you stopped by. Said he could convince Robbie if I could get you to show.
I'm sure everyone has something to say.
Maybe. But I already said too much. I have to fix this.
We should not keep them waiting.
Time to face the music.
So, what did you want?
A do-over? And to apologize for the last time.
It's a nice sentiment. But a do-over doesn't have much appeal for either of us. Yeah. I don't understand why we should keep giving you chances.
You shouldn't. Not if you don't want to. But hear me out, okay? I've been the person in charge for years. When I'm stressed, I can steamroll people who never expected it, and certainly don't deserve it.
That's what assholes say. To justify their behavior so they can keep being assholes.
Half of the Avengers agree with you. Look, nothing I did was justified. I was a jerk. And I'm sorry.
Okay.
Look, when you take away all the trappings of ungodly wealth, I'm just a guy who likes to make things. None of my friends were into this stuff. I was the only kid who saw beauty in exhaust manifolds, who spent hours poring over the guts of a microprocessor. That's all I want here, to make things with friends. As long as that's still an option.
That's the whole idea behind this? Okay, here's how we make this work. Tony Stark, CEO, is banned from shop class. But making things, Tony? The guy we're talking to right now? He can stay.
That's more than fair.
Took Tony long enough to figure out shop class, huh? I thought his suit had the thicker skull.
I did not think Tony was capable of an apology.
Oh, if he wasn't, I figured the Avengers would have kicked him out years ago. I'll let you get to it. Parker can't wait to dive in. Glad that's over with. Feuding with Tony Stark is not an achievement I care to unlock. So, how about we make something new? So, the Hulk.
You designed a prototype that will defeat him.
No.
Then what about the Hulk?
We don't know if any of this is going to work. But in theory, and I have to stress the theory, we think we can keep you alive for 6 seconds more than Central's models project. Maybe 7.
We should just build it.
That's what I like to hear. I finally have a use for the components you handed me. So, are we good to go on this project?
I am ready.
Parker's creative drive is amazing. Seeing how he tackles a problem gives me ideas of my own. And Robbie has the right intuition when it comes to putting these prototypes together. I thought he was being overcautious, but that's a crafter's care. Wish I'd seen it earlier.
Look, I don't want to brag, but I think this is our best work. Yeah, I know, blah blah, teamwork, blah blah blah, but still, it's impressive what we can do when we all work together. I think that was our best work. Everyone did their part. I'm ready to call it a night. How about you?
I am ready to go.
Ah, Hunter. Good to see you.
Faustus is cursing our names right about now. I'm getting used to the Abbey. Didn't think I'd like it at first. Monks lived here isn't on my list of preferred amenities.
What changed your mind?
It reminds me of a Kree outpost. Mostly solitary, but you have your team around. Enough contact with civilization to avoid going loopy.
Is it difficult for you to live so remotely?
You kidding? It's great. First, you have a perfect excuse to ditch unwanted social engagements. Second, you can focus on the mission at hand, very few distractions. And third, you know you're going home at the end. What about you? You died here, so I bet you have some complicated thoughts about this place.
Yes, there are bad memories. But the good ones outweigh them all.
You're lucky you have that.
I'm making some new ones right now.
No one likes a suck-up, Hunter. But so am I. That wasn't my favorite.
It has been a while since I have seen you here, Sarah.
I guess when you live forever, places of worship take on a different significance. It doesn't seem so important to turn to a high power when you're not faced with the inevitability of death. But now, death, to even us immortals, is becoming an inescapable inevitability. So here I am, asking for guidance. But the Elder Gods are long gone. Only whispers of their power remain. So I've been sitting here quietly, trying to listen to whatever advice they have to offer, if any.
They would want you to have faith that we can get through this.
What? Like wait for a miracle? No, Hunter, that will not do. Sometimes I think you rely too much on the powers of light your ancestors gifted you. But what we need right now is swift action. Perhaps I should be asking Agatha. She would know better than I on what to do. Her spirit has only made herself known for one night, and she's already done more to heal the wounds of this team than I have in 6 months.
I think asking Agatha for guidance is a wonderful idea.
It's good to have her back, if only in spirit. It almost feels like we're a family again. If we survive, I hope to learn more soft skills from her. She was always the more maternal one out of the two of us.
I will not argue with you there. Well, I should leave you to your prayers.
Let's hope someone answers them. Thank you, Hunter, but I'd like to be left alone to my thoughts now.
Spider-Man. Hey Hunter, feeling a bit restless, so now I'm pestering a friend, which is you. I usually swing through the Abbey grounds, but I could be persuaded to take the scenic route.
You know, I've been thinking, Hunter, and have come to the conclusion that we need a theme song.
We do?
Yes. We're practically a two-person team here, and I think this is the natural next step in our friendship. So, you got a favorite genre of music we could put the tune to?
If we are going to create a theme song, then we should go to the source for inspiration. Television shows.
Oh, like that television show about crime-fighting heroes, or beat cops on the street.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it. Something like... Hunter and Spider-Man! Hunter and Spider-Man! One is a hunter, the other is Spider-Man. They are Hunter and Spider-Man! So, what do you think?
It is quite catchy, Peter. I certainly will not be able to get it out of my head for a great while.
Good, because that's the whole point. We want to be like that song Lilin and Hydra Forces can't get out of their heads, no matter how hard they try.
Then you are succeeding.
Cool. I'll work on it some more then. In the meantime, I was wondering, what do you think about that other thing I asked you about?
What other thing?
Me joining the Midnight Suns. You said be the best I can be, and I'm all for that, but I'm too used to working alone. I want to fit in more with the Suns. Any pointers?
I have been thinking about this, Peter, and I think you might be too good for the ragtag gang of misfits who go by the Midnight Suns.
Too good? Is this your way of letting me down easy?
That is not what I meant.
I consider the Suns to be my friends. Let me be the judge of whether or not I'm too good or not good enough for them.
I stand corrected.
Okay. Thanks for the chat. Till next time.
All right.
Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
Ah, I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin. She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmortar.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbone's data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go.
It is done.
No problem.
Stay out of trouble.
Hope you're not afraid to get dirty, Hunter.
Nope. I'm just about to get some upgrades out first, mate.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
Shield exchange. Silent partner completed.
You have my undivided attention. In this reality, anyway.
Cackling Chronicle of Watum.
Something important here. That caught my eye as well.
So, how's the whole saving the world thing going? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Always a pleasure.
No pain, no gain. Warm-up time, everybody. 200 jump. See you around.
Bye.
All right, then.
Hunter, got any concerns? You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
I have full faith in Wolverine, and I can handle myself. We will be fine, no matter what we find in those tunnels.
That is some A-plus courage you're displaying, Hunter. You and Logan will make us all proud.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant Red Skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmorder?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gut Mortar, it's only a matter of time before Sin does. Good luck out there. I'm not sure what to think about the grotto. It's not big enough to swim laps. Its only real purpose is for lounging and soaking up the sun.
From what I understand, it reminds Robbie and Nico of home.
As long as it isn't distracting to the team, I guess we can chalk it up to morale building. No need to pass on my griping. I get enough Cap hates the water jokes. I don't. Not really. What I hate is losing decades of my life to the sea. But if it means I'm still around to do my part, I can't hate it too much.
If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
Are you saying the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
If you are confident you know where to go, then I will be right there beside you.
Smart, Hunter. Real smart. Trust me and we'll get in and out of there before Hydra knows what's up.
With any luck, we will learn the Skull's secrets quickly.
Yeah. It'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The Skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gut Mortar?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Your jokes are mordering me, Logan.
Whoa, nice German humor, Hunter. If I had a hat on, I'd tip it to you right now.
Danke.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that, we can agree.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. I tell you, there's nothing better than a bunch of spooky tunnels. Hey, can I ask a favor?
She may not come right out and say it, but Wanda Maximoff really admires you. Gained a friendship level with Wanda Maximoff. Okay.
Straight into the demon's lair we go. Fun.
Anyone else to speak to? Nope.
More than a healing factor, you know. Get ready to check out my amazing track. I once wandered the sewers under the Hellfire Club's New York building for hours. This will be a piece of cake.
According to the map, the way into these tunnels is in a ravine at the base of the mountain. We can bring you right up to the entrance.
Beautiful. I can take it from there.
I'll have you know I'm indulging your desire to follow this map. Don't say I never gave you anything.
After this, I won't even expect a card from you on my birthday.
How can this be? It seems we have been walking in circles for hours.
It's been 20 minutes. Relax. We're close.
You said that after your last sniff.
And I was right. If this is supposed to be an ambush, I've seen better.
Ambush? This is a slaughter.
No kidding. They were trying to get inside that vault. I don't believe in coincidences. Which means...
Project Gutermortar.
I'd bet my life on it.
So did they.
Guess Hydra just dropped a rung or two on the bad guy food chain.
Maybe so. Still, this Lilin feels different somehow. Feral.
You sniff that out?
We can debate the hows and whys later. Get that vault open before more of these things show up.
Too late for that.
You're right about that thing. Smells like it died, then crawled through hot garbage.
That is one way of describing it.
I'd be more concerned with how it fights, not how it smells.
Easy for you to say. It's not breathing down your neck. Let's dance. Looking at me?
Take this!
Whatever gets the job done.
Not a problem. One more time.
Bad luck for you. You ain't good enough for me.
Still on my case here?
I haven't seen that kind of Hydra regalia since the war.
Old Johan was probably hoping to hide out here south. Guess he didn't make it.
We have our hands full as it is without having to worry about Red Skull too.
You were too weak for this fight. This shall be of great help.
As long as I get to hit you back.
Good night. Okay.
Not lost focus yet.
Hydra had that
No.
place sealed up tight.
Probably going to come
Where
off
are
after
those
this.
things coming
But
from?
The way they move. These Lilin may have come from beyond the...
Just when I thought I'd smelled it all. You need it more than I do.
That was something. Using your energy.
Don't want to get up.
Our friend could use a hand. Sure I can't change your mind?
Just what I need.
Oh, the light's gift.
I owe you a cola.
Let's do it.
Good effort. Leave some for the rest of us.
Watch and learn. Don't make the same mistake twice. I have to admire your persistence.
Enemy down. set on me.
Here to help. Guess I'm still...
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Interesting.
You're lucky that's as far as I'm taking it.
You should have known better. Next time I won't. I hope you learned your lesson. And what have you learned
Their persistence is...
Looks like they want to try a few more.
Now that was something.
So that's how that works.
I wasn't even trying that hard.
piss me off.
Focus on me. Still the prize. The advantage is mine.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. Still in this one.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Ready up. So much worse.
It's time to quit this way. I've got a reputation in this town. You're lucky that's as far as I'll take it.
It is time.
Secretly a badass. Don't mess with me.
I am impressed.
Too easy.
I saw a move like that once.
That looked like
I should be flattered. This shall be of great help.
Should do the trick.
you've had this coming.
That looked almost too easy.
Enjoy your nap.
Dibs on the brain. Bring what you got. It's about time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Don't make the same mistake twice. I feel like I'm getting served here. How am I supposed to one-up that?
Picked the wrong one. Stay down. You sure about that?
Ready up. Not a problem.
Do not bother running.
The caretaker taught you a few tricks?
No change in plans?
You ain't good enough for me.
Time to see if Red Skull really did hide his ultimate weapon here.
I'd say we found your god killer.
An old Enigma lock. Hang on. I think I might be able to decipher the sequence.
Got your decoder ring right here.
Great. Dollars to donuts, that alarm still leads somewhere.
Let's not stick around to find out. The hell you waiting for, kid? This way.
Crossbones command ship.
You gotta be kidding me.
Temple of Cthulhu.
Not what I'm talking about. Better brace yourselves.
This is why we enter the code.
That's a real mean guard dog they got for this place.
You need to look for a way out. Can't beat him in a straight fight.
We'll either figure something out or die trying.
You sure know how to rally the troops, Logan.
Gamma Agitator, your preparations in the shop class have paid off. The Gamma Agitator has been added to your combat item wheel. This will apply free week to Fallen Hulk.
Watch and learn.
You are not worthy of her!
Here, this should help.
You're making a mistake!
I feel more like myself every day.
Take this.
You only make me stronger!
Just waiting. You scared yet?
lives inside me. See what I am. Souls from others.
I hope you learned your lesson.
This is a dangerous game of cat and mouse.
Not so enjoyable when you are the prey, is it, Hunter?
At least we are still in the hunt.
That was awesome.
Do you see the glow?
Always some doomsday prophecy or ancient evil with you guys. Almost makes me miss Magneto.
Think I can punch through a moon now?
Now for something real special. Not looking good for you.
Time to go! Mother
wish I could tell you we had some kind of air support or evac on the way.
That would be too easy.
You'll leave when Mother says so, not before.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Here we go.
Not the first time. Let me give you a hand.
So that was something.
Any last words? Bad luck for you, bub.
She has chosen me to finish this. Now!
Something's wrong.
Trying that hard. That looked like it hurt.
Well, we've done the objective anyway.
Running out of options here.
And space.
One chance, Hunter. Return with me to Mother, and I will spare what remains of your friends.
Man, I miss the torn purple pants days.
It may be our only chance.
That ain't a chance, kid. It's a monster. So come on, ugly. Let's finish this.
Finish this, Logan? Yes, I will!
Hunter, come to the forge when you can. It's urgent.
All right, hang on.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
After you.
My plan backfired. Thought choosing a weird book would drive people away.
Why would you do that?
More punch for the rest of us.
Why have I not heard of Crash Morgan? I know it's an older book, but this is exactly the kind of story I like.
I thought Logan might bail. But I told him we'd bring more snacks this time. I have him figured out.
I was up all night finishing this book. I should have read it earlier.
Can we start?
I am ready.
All right, Logan, I need to know. Why did you choose this book?
I'll tell you, just not yet. I want to hear what you thought of this book.
It was written in the 1940s, so I expected some repugnant attitudes and phrases. But it surprised me. The writing was simple, yet the story was deeper than it had any right to be.
What was your favorite part?
It's in the chapter where Crash and the princess escape the Zorgots. The next morning, they see the sunrise and Mars rising beside it. When the princess asks what the future holds and Crash just stares at Mars as it eclipses the sun, it gave me chills.
Is it just me, or do the stellar bodies represent their time together?
Absolutely. The time they have together is fleeting. I think this is where Crash first realizes there's no future for the two of them. Anyway, I think the moment gets lost when the Zorgots deploy their Null Stalkers.
I don't get why the robot dog didn't warn them. I thought it could talk.
Not until number 19, the minefields of the reticulates. It's a whole thing.
Got it. So, what's the idea with Crash's promise?
What about it?
When Crash apprehends Glaxogorp, they have a tense conversation in the back of the flypod. Crash says there's a way the Zorgots can leave the moon with everything they want, but the princess must take the throne. Then Crash vows that no queen of royal blood shall ever rule Deimos. Glaxogorp agrees, but why? Crash breaks the vow in the next chapter.
Glaxocorp agrees because all Zorgots know Crash never lies.
Isn't that the point? Crash cares so deeply for the princess that even a vow can be broken. And how does that tie into the Hydro gunfight at the top of the space scraper?
Really? You don't see it?
I do.
They're shapeshifters.
Who?
Crash and Glaxogorp.
No.
Yep.
But then, when do they...
The Hydro gunfight. Crash gets hit in the helmet and goes down. And what happens whenever Crash is unconscious?
The helmet changes color. Turns bronze like the suit.
Right. Then Glaxogorp pulls up on the rocket sled and takes Crash and the princess into custody. That's when they make the switch. Crash and Glaxogorp change form. But where do they stash the princess?
That rocket sled had a bunch of places to hide a princess.
Ah, but the next time you see the sled, Glaxogorp passes it off to another Zorgot and orders it to be sterilized. Their plan required her to be in Crash's suit. The opaque helmet keeps her safe. So we get to the Deimos Council meeting. The princess refuses the throne and declares her love for Crash, who is the princess in Crash's suit. When they embrace, the false princess deactivates the Magna Manacles binding Crash. But Crash nabs the Star Scepter from the fake princess, activates the suit's zoom vest, and smashes through the monoculus.
So, if that's the actual princess, she escapes. But who is the false princess?
That's a shape-shifted Glaxogorp. Without the Star Scepter, Deimos can't crown their queen.
Right. She never wanted it, and the Zorgots definitely don't want it. Glaxogorp, posing as the princess, can steer Deimos away from war.
And when the fake Glaxogorp vows the Star Scepter shall be restored to the princess, that's actually Crash.
So Crash made two vows and broke neither of them. The cliffhanger with Glaxogorp chasing Crash's ship is actually Crash returning to the princess so they can escape Deimos.
You got it. They reveal the switcheroo at the beginning of number 6, Attack of the Intergalactic Space Weasels.
Clever. I like it more now. And that's where we'll call it for tonight.
So, Logan, why did you pick this book?
Because it's fun.
No other reason?
Every book doesn't need to be a teachable moment.
Fair enough.
I almost wish this book was a comic instead. I would have liked to see the monoculus.
My book was the best of them.
You have only been to 2 meetings.
Yeah, but you know I'm right.
You did not mention a book for next time.
Yeah, with everything going on, I'm gonna put book club on hiatus until things are less apocalyptic.
I enjoyed some of it, despite the drawbacks.
Oh, like what?
Well, my leisure activities rarely have such inactivity.
I'm right there with you. I almost pitched this as a workout for the body and the mind. Get in some cardio, maybe a bit of strength training, and talk about the books while we exercised. I was going to call it the Book-cathlon Club.
Huh.
Right. After I slept on it, I had the same reaction to my own idea.
Maybe next time.
Actually, I need to thank you for sticking around since the beginning. For all your help with Carol.
Of course.
I don't get close to many people. I never get into relationships. That's not a rule I ever break. But I did with Carol. Beyond all the reasons, I find her amazing. Do you know why?
She is Earth's mightiest hero. It is difficult to compete with that.
Not at all. I have no interest in that.
Then why?
Vampires fight dirty. They'll kill whoever you love just because they can. If they really want you to suffer, they'll turn your true love into one of them. That's why dating me is a death sentence, and I refuse to put that weight on anyone. But can you imagine some pissant vampire trying to chow down on Captain Marvel? First, his fangs would snap off on contact with her skin. Then she'd just chuck it into space. No hiding from the sun out there. There's no way they can ever touch her. But it's not just that.
It is you. She is safe from you.
Yeah. I never break my rule because I know deep down there's a chance I could lose control. But with Carol, hell, she could hold me over her head till I was myself again. Wouldn't even break a sweat.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Please don't. I have no sympathy for the monster inside me, and neither should you. This isn't really about me.
It is about everyone else.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you joined me for all of this. Maybe next time the world is ending, I'll start a sparring club.
A sparring club? Is that just training with a fancy name?
You saw right through me. You calling it?
Not just yet.
No rush. We doing it. You calling it?
I'm taking off.
Later then.
Okay, have we got anything new to read?
What's troubling you, Sarah?
What is this about the God Killer?
The hilt. It looks a lot like the metal your collar is forged from.
Orchalcum. How can that be?
I'm not sure it is. It's just a hunch. Strange should examine it. See if my hunch is right. Because if it is, the God Killer might be our best shot at taking my sister's life. Putting an end to all this madness.
Is that not what we all want? An end to this?
There's only 2.5 members of the Blood left in all creation, Hunter. When we defeat her, my only sister will be dead, and our kind will be nearly extinct.
I know this is hard, Sarah. But life as we know it will become extinct if we do not take hers.
I'm just sorry that the burden keeps falling to you. You must kill your own mother again. That must be incredibly difficult for you.
It is just my destiny.
A tragic destiny.
Tragic for me, but a happily ever after scenario for everyone else. And that is all that matters.
I fear sometimes I raised you to be too self-sacrificing.
You raised me to fight for the greater good.
Perhaps we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves too much. We're not even sure the handle of that blade is made of orichalcum.
Strange will find out.
Make sure he does.
Sorry about that, guys. We were looking through the ghost.
I don't scare
all the way through that.
Who is a good girl? It is my Charlie girl.
Hunter, hello.
Yeah, as we were speaking, the ghost was like over.
I never expected the Red
character.
Skull would trouble me again. Yet here we are. When I woke up this morning, the Red Skull was the furthest thing from my mind. Yet now it seems he's a key player, even from beyond the grave.
In my experience, the grave is but a way station, not a destination.
Every time I think I've got my mind wrapped around this conflict, I get thrown a curveball.
Finding that artifact beneath Mount Wundagore destabilized me as well.
Here's hoping Strange can figure out what exactly this God Killer is. If the Red Skull had it, then it's nothing good, I'm sure.
Earlier, you mentioned the Red Skull was drawn to the occult.
Like a fly to a rotting carcass. How much do you know about World War II?
I did not realize there was a World War I.
I'll just sum it up. Red Skull was a man whose ambition knew no limits. And when our world didn't give him enough, he looked beyond it for even more power.
A very dangerous man indeed.
And we're all safer that he's no longer among the living.
I think the world is safer because you are here protecting it, not because this Red Skull is gone.
I'm just one man, Hunter. It's all of us together that keeps the world safe. That includes you, Tony, Caretaker. Even the ghosts around here do their part.
I wonder how the Red Skull came to share my mother's obsession with Chthon anyway.
Oh, I'm sure he tried to find your mother to help him. All part of his Project Gutmortar.
My mother never would have allowed him to share her power.
Well, I don't think he got that blade just to put it under glass, if you know what I mean.
He planned to use it all right.
Now we just need to figure out why Crossbones wanted me to have it. Whatever the Red Skull wanted with that weapon, it wasn't good.
Okay, cut the bull, Stark. I know you've got some kind of Hulkbuster up your sleeve. Let's have it.
Well, as a matter of fact, I do have some Hulkbuster armor back in one of my warehouses, but it's only a stopgap, not a solution. Especially with the Hulk in his current state.
So a smart guy like you never bothered to come up with a fail-safe in case the green chunk ever went psycho?
We found the most effective way to control Hulk was Banner himself. There is no better failsafe.
And now that Banner's gone screwy, nothing? No plan for when things got really tough?
There are always plans, Logan. Sending him off-world, perhaps?
Outer space? That's really the best you could come up with?
I don't see you coming up with anything better.
I'm raising a warning now. When the time comes and we don't have an easy solution, I'm ready to take the hard path. And you'd better be prepared to follow me.
Oh, my friend sense is tingling.
It's a bit savage. Okay.
Thank you for coming, Hunter. I need to talk to you about the artifact from the Red Skull's vault. The occult emanations coming from this God Killer are unlike anything I have ever encountered.
When I gripped it, I saw a face. The face of Chthon.
Yes, I suspected as much. The darkness I sense here is beyond the realm of mortals. It's no surprise Red Skull was seeking that level of power. This is more than just an artifact. But whatever it is could represent a change in the direction of our battle against Lilith.
And perhaps we should not study it anymore. Maybe we should find another vault beneath the earth and bury it there. Safe from everyone and everything.
I admire your sense of protection for humanity. They have no idea how to react to the forces we are currently dealing with.
Power like this will never allow itself to be tossed away. It will be found one way or another.
I think the safest option is to keep it here in the forge for a bit longer, at least until I've had a chance to study it more. I don't think anyone should handle it until we know what it is for sure.
Very well. And how long do you think that will take?
Well, I think the world will be ending soon, so hopefully before that. I need to consult my grimoires. Check back with me when you can.
Nice work out there, bub.
Okay, Spider-Man posts on Superlink. On a scale of 1 to absolute evil, where does the God Killer fall? Question mark. You don't... It was recovered by the Red Skull. That should tell you enough. You don't call anything the God Killer if it's anything less than absolute evil's next door neighbour. Yes, a God Puncher would be far less intimidating. Oh, what about the God Scowler? Question mark. None could wield such a weapon. They would die of embarrassment. Can we please focus? Question mark. This weapon may be our last chance to stop Lilith. I hope you all understand the gravity of the situation. Also, Agatha says the God Pruner would be useful in the garden. Classic Agatha. And Stephen Strange, this post is restricted from Wanda Maximoff. Did anyone happen to see my apprentice last evening? Question mark. I'd hoped to gain her assistance in the forge. Haha, yeah, Wanda and Sarah ran into each other in the kitchen. Oh my, was there a conflict? Question mark. The opposite, each is going out of their way to be friendly with the other. It's almost painful to watch. Ah, now both are overcorrecting? Question mark. Yep, I'm glad they are trying to mend their relationship. As am I. They could learn so much from one another if they made the effort. Sarah, I can't picture that. Wanda's command of her magic is unique, and Sarah has no qualms about learning new skills. You should ask her about her Caribbean naval adventures. Caretaker was a pirate. Perhaps I speak of her undersea explorations of marine life during the 1990s. The images and videos she captured from her submarine are quite striking. Less interesting, but still interesting. Miss Minoru, while I have your attention, would you happen to be free this evening? Question mark. I need someone to assist me in completing thaumaturgically menial tasks. Miss Minoru? Question mark. Logan, keep inspiring your team, kid. The Midnight Suns are tight because of your influence. You got time? Question mark. I want to talk one-on-one. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. I'm getting used to you is all. I can meet you.
Quite a view out here, Logan.
You know, I didn't always go by Logan. Or Wolverine, for that matter. Once upon a time, they used to call me Weapon X. Not exactly warm and cuddly, eh?
Tough. Deadly. It suits you.
Maybe so. But sometimes, I wonder how things would have turned out for me if I'd been given a different name. You know, something softer like Bob, or Moonchild. You ever think how your whole destiny got laid out the minute they named you Hunter?
My name does not define what I am. Yes, I hunt evil for now, but it will not be forever.
Well, for your sake, I hope they let you retire. I think you got lucky with somebody like Caretaker watching out for you.
I suppose her name is fitting, then.
I'd have killed to have someone like Caretaker in my life.